Hello everyone, and yeah, we're back. So the first thing I want to do today, and probably the only thing I'm gonna have time for, is something that's been bugging me for a while. And that's this old-fashioned sieving system, which is okay. I mean, it's doing a really good job. It's doing exactly what I want it to, but I want more sand available. I've been so short on glass that I just want to have like 64 stacks of glass whenever I want it. I know it's obscene, but it is something I kind of want to do. So I think today I'm going to overhaul this sieving system. And I think we're going to go about that with pulverizers and yeah, just a lot of pulverizers. Because pulverizers pretty well do every step that the hammers do. Our old activator with hammers. The pulverizers will do this whole step, and I don't have to keep crafting hammers. And I could put multiple sieves too. I mean, I could have... one really is enough. I mean, hell, I have so many ores with magic crops in the one sieve. I just kind of want to overhaul it so I can have as much gravel and sand as I ever possibly want. For no good reason. So I think that's what I'm going to do today. And you can probably see that my lava tank is filling up a little bit because I did... where's my elevator? I did add 12 more crucibles down here. 12 more crucibles, same exact setup you've seen before. Activators right-clicking cobble with a whitelist on cobble, hooked up to the same line. Just constantly producing lava. So yeah, I think I'm going to disable this whole system. Just disable it all. And rip it up. Because we're going to start from scratch pretty well. So let me rip this up. And we'll see where we go from there. I have to expand this room a bit probably too. And don't worry about this. This is something I kind of want to incorporate too. I want to incorporate soul sand. I want to incorporate all of that good stuff. I probably want to have a clay barrel going too. So I really want to overhaul this setup so I have everything going at once and never have to worry about stopping for mats. Like I said, let me rip this all up. I'll be back. Okay, so I'm back and yeah, I pretty well gutted this entire room. Gave us some more room to work with as well. I did expand the barrels in case there's anything else I want to store here, just for the hell of it. So yeah, basically I just gutted it all, and now we're going to start over, and we're going to go through the whole process of figuring out how to get to each stage all over again. But this time with pulverizers, and it shouldn't be too hard because pulverizers pretty well do every stage for us. So we're going to need to make a lot of pulverizers here. Pulverizers. I think I'm going to want about 10, to be honest. Let's see, if I had, let's see, I've got to think about this. If I had 4 on gravel, or 4 on cobble, I could have 3 on gravel, 2 on sand. Or even 1 on sand, I don't need 2 on sand. Yeah, I think I'm just going to go with 10 and we'll go from there. We need to do the same type of loop as I had before. Let's think about this. I need extruders as well, so let me craft up some extruders. I already have 5 from in there before. I want 10. Well, maybe I don't need 10, because if I want 5 on... yeah, I don't think I need 10. Let's start with 4 on gravel. 4 producing, or 4 smashing down cobble, making gravel. See how that goes. So... I gotta really think about how I want my item ducts here. So if this is going to be my input to the barrels... so I'd kind of want to loop. If I want to output through the top this time, which might be better if I do the output through the top. And I need servos for all of these, obviously. This might be better if I output through the top to the pulverizers. Because I could hide the output pipe with covers through that wall. And those could come to our sand and gravel pulverizers down like so. Because these set of 4 pulverizers, I do kind of want double input and output on them. Or double output and 1 input. So that would be like that. Kind of want to move them up 1 though. Four. You know, come to think of it, I think I'd want 5. Just lighting it up willy-nilly for now, so we can see what we're doing. Okay, so 5 there. Pulverizers I'd want to have set up to input from the bottom and output on the top. Double output, because there will be byproduct. And the extruders, I want 2 outputs on them because they will produce excess cobblestone. So if I set an output on the top and on the back, it'll try and flow to a barrel. If it has no place to go to a barrel, it'll go to the pulverizer. I think it'll actually prioritize the pulverizer. And you don't need servos in these if the machine block is set to output and the pipe is set to output. So these will flow down into the input pipes of the barrels. And I gotta reproduce the setup on all these. Basically input on the bottom, output on the top. And the extruders, I have 2 outputs. Let me set these guys up and I'll be back. Alright, and I did change my mind on the setup because these could both go into the same pipe. So I changed the pulverizers just to output from the back, input from the bottom. Because these will both flow into the same pipe. It'll flow excess cobble and gravel into the same pipe, and then it'll go to the chest. And then the chests will pull them out to where they wish. Now that those guys are all set up, on this side I'll have my pulverizers pulverizing sand and gravel. I'm gonna need more item ducts. And we'll go down from here. Actually, I think I'll hide them in the wall like I did on the other side too. So I think I'll put the pulverizers up as well. And they can kind of go along that line. Yeah, I think that'll work. I do need to connect this input line. I could do that under the door and just cover it up. Covers will be our friends there. I gotta make some more item ducts really quick. Item duct. How did my mattock get off of there? Interesting. Yeah, and this will be another input line from these pulverizers. Kinda want them up 1 though. Yeah, they'll flow like so. Or maybe down is better. We'll figure that out. So I think now we're ready to put these pulverizers down. Did want them on the same level, just to be somewhat neat. And these I need servos for. I didn't bring any servos. Servos, I'm going to need 1 gravel and 1 sand to set those white lists. Servo. Okay, so let's get our pulverizers down. I think we're gonna have 3 on gravel? Or not 3 on gravel, yeah, I mean I could set them all up and then as the time comes I can connect them. Like these I'm gonna whitelist right now. Whitelist gravel. Whitelist gravel. Because if I have 5 producing gravel, 2 will smash it down, and maybe I'll have a couple sieves, sieving for diamonds. I think I could have 3 on gravel and 2 sieves would keep up with this. Because I think one of these would pulverize at the same rate as this producing. Plus I could have 2 sieves with the excess. But that would, I would want 1 to produce excess. So maybe, yeah. Yeah, maybe we'll stay 2 on gravel, 1 sieve. And then that'll leave us room for 2 sieves and 1 producing excess. I think I like that idea. Yeah, I do like that idea. This guy will whitelist for his sand. If I want excess dust, do I really need... Yeah, it would be nice to have excess dust, especially if I plan on having a clay barrel. So we'll have 2 on sand. Whitelist sand, your sand, right? Yep. And we gotta set these guys input from the back. And where would I want this guy to connect? That won't look too ugly. Maybe through the bottom and I can cover it up. I'll put through the bottom. Whoops. You know what, I could grab some covers and cover that up. If I'm gonna have covers on this bottom row anyways, we could prevent them from connecting with covers right now. Toss me some covers. There we go. That'll keep these guys nice and separated. Oh, I didn't need this one. Whoops. Okay, so these guys will output back to our barrels, which is set to the input line. That works for me. 1 extra pulverizer. I might even set up 1 more in gravel. I'm not sure though. Like this should keep up. If I have 2 producing gravel for 2 producing sand, that means I'm gonna have 2 for sieves, 2 sieves, and 1 for just excess gravel. I do think that'll work just fine. I also gotta power these. Oof. I can run the power through the top, I suppose. Yeah, we could run the power through the top. And this output line will just keep continuing. for sieves. So let me grab some activators and see where we go from here. Okay, we're back. I grabbed some sieves and some activators. I think I'm gonna need more servos though, for sure. I forgot about servos. Just give me 10. I use a lot of them. Servos are so handy. So handy. So I think I'm going to put the sieves on this back wall just in case I ever want to expand pulverizers. I want to leave room for expansion, so yeah. Sieves will go on this back wall. And that means I could have activators like so. Gonna need more activators. Let's say I'm gonna need... Is there a better way I could set this up? A more compact way. On my sieve here, I could have activators on the back wall and to the left of it, so maybe there is a better way I could set this up. So I want 4 sieves running full time. Add activators there and there. They would all reach 1 sieve, and I could just repeat this setup. There and there. Yeah, I like that. That'll do. I need to grab some more activators though, because I do want 4 sieves running full time. Okay, back with more activators, and I'm gonna have to build outside. As you could probably tell, I need to build some kind of a area for room. Oh, wait a minute. I misplaced these. Whoopsie. Yeah, I did misplace them. Why did I have this guy set up so nicely? And these are so awkward. I have them back to back. I have to leave a gap here. Yeah, I'd have to go this way on a sieve. At least it'll look a bit more symmetrical if I go like this. This will go that way. Nice. Okay, I gotta run some pipes. Let's get outside and run these pipes. Got some bricks. Where's my line? My line is coming that way, so we'll continue with that, and I can grab it from outside. And I only need 1 activator on each row to have, to gain access to this line, really. So the bottom activator on each one will be the inputs. And I need to have these whitelisted, so I have gravel. Servo, whitelist gravel. Whoops. Whitelist gravel. Yeah, that'd be 2 on gravel, and then I'll have whitelist for sand. I need to grab some dust really quick. And that will be this one on a whitelist for sand, or dust. Why do I keep doing that? Probably can't grab it from this side. Ooh, I want one more though for soul sand. That's right. Yep, one more for soul sand. Whitelist dust. Gonna have one more here. 2. It's gonna kind of look off-centered because of the way it is. Nothing I can do about that. And you will be a whitelist for soul sand. Did I bring some? I did. Whitelist soul sand. And now we have to set these activators all up. I'll set one setup up so you guys can see how it goes. This will be the one. I need one more sieve. So yeah, this will be the one. Okay, so the bottom one is going to be our input that we set up with the item duct. This one is going to be set to... Everything's fine here, you don't need to set any of that up. This one's going to be set to aim down. The top one, it's aiming down. This one's also going to be aim low. And this one is perfect as is. So I'm going to set these all up, and I'll see you shortly. Alright, I'm back, and I decided to start running power, because this is something I should figure out now. And the good news is, these only take 40 per machine, so 9 of them, it's 360, so I could go up to 10 and still run it on one hardened. But I might have to upgrade this later if I do decide to add more pulverizers. So let me decide how I want to run this power line, because it's something I'd want to hide. I mean, I could just run it straight down like so, and hide it in covers. I think that's probably what I'm going to have to do, is just run the power line down this kind of style. So yeah, let me figure this out. I'll be back. Alright, power's hooked up. Let's get back in there. Figure out what else we have to set up. We need more hoppers. I'm gonna need vacuum hoppers. One's not gonna keep up with that, that's for damn sure. One is not gonna keep up with that. Oh, I'm out of planks. Just make like 10. Hopper. 10. Vacuum hopper. 10. Don't think I'm gonna need that many, but definitely one per sieve, because one can barely keep up with a sieve with 4 activators on it, so we're gonna want something like this for the hoppers. That'll take care of the hoppers. I do have to build underneath and get some lines around to there. I need soul sand production in here. I don't need it, but it would be nice to have soul sand production in this room. I might even put it right here, right close to the input line of this chest. I think that's where I'm going to do it. Yeah, let me grab some stuff for soul sand production. And I'll probably hook up these hoppers. Alright, and here's a really simple setup just like we did before. Accumulator, water source into a barrel with an activator. With an activator set to right click, it's going to right click a whitelist on sand, and this hopper will pick up the soul sand and throw it into the input of the barrels. So that should be good on our soul sand. That should supply us with all the soul sand we want, and that's running off of sand. We do have 2 pulverizers pulverizing sand. I think I'd want a 3rd pulverizer pulverizing sand as well. So I'm going to change my mind on the double sand. I want 3 on sand. I'm going to need a servo whitelist of sand, or shit, whitelist on gravel. I need a piece of gravel. So I do want 3 pulverizers making sand, because I'm going to have 3 sources using sand. I see you're being whitelisted on gravel, and you are set to input. Pulverizer, let's set you up. Configuration. Input on back, output on bottom. Item duct there. And we're going to need to run these conduits. I'm going to bump it over just one. And now that's maxing out our line. That's now 400 RF we're using if these are all running at once. That's 400. So we'll see if this works out. We'll see if this works out. I think we're good to go now. Yeah, I need to get some water and lava in each of these. Let me go take care of that. Well, I got water right here. Yeah, okay, I need water and lava. Alright, and we're all bucketed up. These guys are now producing cobble, which we'll send into our pulverizer. So we're producing gravel out of these. Let me just disable for a second. Yep, producing gravel out of these. So let's get you set to output again. They'll be flowing through the pipes. There's a gravel, sand, excess cobble from the extruders. That'll all wind up where it should. And I think we're good to just set these guys free. Doesn't really have a place to go, but it doesn't hurt to have you on. Could have all of you on at this point. You should all be producing what you need and setting to where you should. I haven't set up these hoppers yet. That'll be next. This is kind of just a test run right now. These pulverizers should be getting items soon enough. So these two should be sand and these three should be gravel. I know it's off-centered, I'll have to fix it later. Gravel, it's arriving. We're gonna have a lot of backed up pipes, by the way. We're gonna have tons of items backed up for a while until the system kind of runs for a bit. So there's our gravel. I see some sand coming in. Kind of afraid I didn't set this up. No, you're whitelisted for sand. Just haven't received any sand yet. So we haven't started making that much. Okay. I see some sand coming out. They'll arrive into the barrels and push through the pipes again. This is supposed to be wood, and I put brick there. Our sieves are getting stuff now, maybe? Oh, we got dust, and we got soul sand arriving. Have my wand on me? I don't. I can see it all flowing through, though. And these pipes will be backed up. I guarantee they'll be backed up. This is definitely set for gravel, I think. Need an open hand, so you're getting dust, you're getting soul sand, you're getting gravel, you're getting sand, and you're getting gravel. Oh, we started getting our first pieces of gravel. Perfect. I think the setup is in full blast now. We just need some sand to flow through, which should be happening soon. Well, it is happening. Let me up. How's this setup going? This is taking all the sand because it's the closest place. I'm fine with that too. Oh, we are making soul sand. Every time the water changes, soul sand's gone. That's definitely not going to keep up with one soul sand sieve. Definitely not. So if we wanted like infinite soul sand, we'd definitely have to make another plot. One more plot of the same type. Which I might do, actually, because the whole point of getting this like Uber sieve set up is to have infinite supplies of every type I want. And these hoppers, I'm not going to set up just yet. I'm going to route them all to one chest. So let's do that. Because there's a couple things I want to trash can. Like flint. My god, is flint useless, and do I have a ton of it? I have 7,000 flint and nothing to use it on. So let me go set up those hoppers downstairs to some buffers temporarily, and then we'll start trash canning it. Alrighty, so what I'm going to do for now is set this all up to run to a big series of chests. I think I'm going to need more item ducts. Yes, I am. But that's okay, we can get the concept set up. Okay, so like I said, for now it's going to be into a big series of chests because I want to sort out what we're getting from all of this. There's going to be so much we're getting, and I'm going to want to trash can a lot of it. So for the time being, what I'm going to do is just input into these chests. Straight from our sieves, and we're going to see what kind of crap we want a garbage can. There is going to be a lot I want a garbage can, like seeds I don't need anymore. Things of that nature that I just don't need, I'm going to want a garbage can. So what we're going to have to do is let this run in between videos for a while and see what we get. You go to low, 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 and low. Let's go upstairs and set up those hoppers. Oh man, soul sand produces so much junk. On the bottom? Do I have that in the right place? Yes, I do. On the bottom? That stole some of my walls, I'll take those. And you on the bottom. Perfect. And we're starting to get sand, by the way. This activator's full. And these guys are producing cobble non-stop. And you see what happens when your buffer's full with these extruders? They're very good, very good. Like the chest is full, the pulverizer's full, so it just stops. I love extruders. They do what they should do, and they do it well. Alright, so I think this is where I'm going to kind of wrap it up for today. This setup is working very well. We're on 10 pulverizers, which is the max for that 400 RF line. If I want to add more, I need to upgrade the line. Our sieves are doing a wonderful job. Our hoppers are keeping up nicely because we have multiple hoppers. So next video, what I'm going to do is just let the setup run, see what kind of crap we accumulate. I need to redesign this tinker setup because we're going to be getting crushed ore chunks, broken ore. We're going to be getting pulverized ore. So the tinker setup needs to be redesigned, and we're going to see what kind of crap we're getting, because a lot of this I want to junk. Yeah, a lot of this we're going to want to junk. Like flint, gunpowder, stuff of that nature we're going to junk. So we're going to let this fill up, see how far it goes, see what kind of junk we get. Next video we're going to be having to redesign that tinker setup. I think I'm going to build one more smeltery too, but we'll save that for later. Until next time, I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you then.